see we brought in I guess Rasul Douglas yesterday or today.
Yeah, I
What you
seen
think?
that.
What you think about that?
I mean, I think right now he asking for too much money. He's still a young age.
Mm.
He's not too old, so you think he still got some more juice left. He's a extinct, instinctful guy. I shall say. Very good instincts. I'm trying to find a highlight of him. I haven't watched his highlights yet. I seen it, but I was just like, I'm gonna wait to see if we sign him, but we didn't sign him. So he a good ball hawk. He not gonna lock down your best receiver, but he gonna have one or two good plays to where he could get the ball back to the offense.
Okay, okay.
So that's what you gonna really use him for, to get the ball back. Even though he not Jalen Ramsey, you know, we really want cornerbacks who could turn the ball over, because that's gonna change the aspect of us not having the defense on the field the whole time, because we got a cornerback who could get the ball back.
Right.
You know,
I feel
and
like
everywhere
our
he
defensive front gonna buy us
exactly.
line. Yeah.
Exactly. And on top of that, if you know you got the D line that we have, and you get a cornerback of this stature to put back there, he gonna definitely gonna be able to show off his traits and his strengths. Because the quarterback, he gonna have to throw the ball quick.
Right,
You gonna have to
right.
do that. So, um, Rasul Douglas, I wouldn't mind him, bro. I wouldn't mind, but it seems like he wants too much call.
So if you had to choose one, right? Oh, that's some good ball skills right there.
Yeah.
But then again, that was Zach Wilson throwing that right there.
Yeah, he on our team now.
Right, right. So with that said, like if you had to say the Dolphins had a calling card, right? Would you say is the offense that's gonna move the needle, or it's gonna be the defense this year that moved the needle?
I think it's gonna be the defense,
Okay.
because all levels, I feel like the defense is more tougher than the offense.
Right, right. Yeah, he getting
You
his
know.
nose in. He's getting his nose in there, man. He making
hmm
plays. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He held him down. He came
You
from the other
know.
side of the field too.
Yeah, he gonna try. But you gonna have to pay him to do that. That's what
Right,
he
right.
said.
How much he asking for though?
I'm pretty sure he probably asking for 7,
We could give him that. We could give him
but
that.
that's too much for. He know he can't get that from other teams, so I think he's like highballing us.
Mm. It's a
You
stick
know,
up. We in a stick up right now.
yeah. I mean, he knows that we need cornerback. That's
I see. I
so
see.
now he's trying to get more bread off of us.
hmm But let's say the longer we wait, right? Because I don't know how how they're doing it in a negotiating room, but like the longer we wait, don't you think the price go up, or how you think that work?
The only time price go up is through injuries.
Mm.
Let's say another team cornerback get injured during training camp. Boom, they gonna be calling his line. He's gonna be like, okay, Dolphins, they offer me this. Y'all gotta offer me more. And if the team need a cornerback that bad, they gonna give him that bag.
And the crazy thing is, the only thing that's guaranteed in the NFL is injury. So,
hmm
damn.
but at the same time, he's playing with his side as well, because he don't know if all NFL teams like him to the point as to where if they had somebody who got injured, you're giving him a call.
Right.
So you could go the whole year without nobody calling you.
Mm.
To be honest, if you don't take the Dolphins offer.
Okay. And what's his measurements looking like? Like, what he look like, man? Is he like long rangy or a small corner? Like,
Yeah,
what?
Rasul Douglas, he's like, I think 6'1", 6'2". Um, let me
Yeah,
see
let's look
here.
at the measurements real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, the only time I would accept like a smaller corner is if they have that physicality of like Brent Grimes. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I want my
Even
big.
Brent Grimes, like, Brent Grimes, he wasn't like a combine warrior, but he was. instinctful, and he was just a good football player, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So
he pretty big corner.
yeah, 6'2", 209. So you trust him against bigger corners, but the good thing about him is, a guy who usually get a lot of interceptions usually is in zone coverage. He's a very good zone
Okay.
cornerback. That's why he did so good with the Bills last year.
Right, right.
So, you
And
know,
Weber be mixing up the packages. I can't lie. Weber be mixing it up a little bit.
hmm
So that's one good thing. Cause I mean, I liked Fangio, the bend don't break style,
hmm
but it just I wanted him to let Ramsey move around. You know what I'm saying? I want to let him roam or whatever. But he got a strict like strategic plan for his defense. And I think it's really like no one person is bigger than the defense. So he kept Ramsey on that one side all year. Xavier Howard fighting for his life with one foot on the other side, all year. That was hard to watch, man. I was like, why don't he let him travel? Why don't he let him travel? And then,
hmm
they painted Fangio to be the bad guy, which I really don't think that was the case. It was just, everybody was doing their own thing, people showing up late to meetings and all that stuff. And Ohead wasn't going for that.
hmm
So now that we got Weber, I mean, things are kind of tightening up. I think at one point this last year we had like the top 10 defense.
yeah, we got there, and then we kind of died down with injuries. To be honest.
Yeah, so with a healthy squad, I feel like our depth lies within our defensive line. But
hmm
after that, I feel like our cornerback room is starving. I feel like shoot, linebackers, we okay at linebacker. Safety, we got a jillion safeties right now, and we don't know who's the safety.
Yeah, we don't know, to be honest.
We got buku safeties. Don't know.
It's just gonna be a competition. To be
Right.
honest.
Who do you think is gonna rise from the dirt out of the safety room?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. But let me answer the stand question real quick. Both sides got help in the trenches, which makes a world of a difference. Most
Mm-hmm.
definitely. But you could definitely say our D line got more help than our O line.
For sure.
Most definitely. Especially the last 2 years. First round, they went Chop Robinson. This year, first round, they went Kenneth Grant. You know, they wait till the second round, third round to go address the O line. Even though they know, like, oh, I love the D line. I don't know. I think O line is still more important than the D line,
For sure.
to be honest, in my opinion.
That's what keep the
Uh,
engine moving.
exactly. I think the offense will be the one to lead, more weapons, but it depends on who we replace Ramsey with.
Mm,
So that makes sense, but it just depends on if you think Rasul Douglas is that guy. As of right now, he's
right.
like the best available option, bro.
Mm. Nobody
It seems
gonna
like
save
yeah,
us.
yeah, like everybody's stuck on a team right now. Unless you give up draft picks to try to get somebody. Other than that, you have to deal with what we got right now at corner.
Where was his name go? The one who was on Cowboys and he was with the Vikings. What's his name? Cornerback.
Cowboy
Cornerback.
cornerback.
Yeah, he was with the Cowboys, then he went to the Vikings, but prior to that, he been all over the place. But good corner, a veteran.
Byron Murphy.
No, 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 no. Oh boy, got dread. He kind of look like Ty Dolla Sign a little bit.
Malik Hooker.
Nah, nah, nah. Man, this gonna kill me. Oh, his name at the tip of my tongue. Shoot. Ah, we gonna come back to that.
Yeah.
But the original question was who you think gonna rise from the dirt out of the safety room?
Okay. So to answer your question, uh a shout out to my boy Ralph, Artie Burns, cornerback. I don't think Artie Burns is gonna be enough. I love Artie Burns. He's from the crib,
Yeah, yeah.
Miami, but I don't think he's enough. I don't. But in regards to the safety, I think that's gonna rise.
I know we don't still got Jordan Poyer. I know good and dang well we don't still got Jordan Poyer.
No, we don't.
Oh,
I don't know. We're gonna see. I think he would ask for the same amount as Rasul Douglas.
So you would so who would you pay? Who would you pay first? Would you pay Rasul Douglas or would you pay Gilmore?
Uh, I'd pay Gilmore. I seen
Right,
Gilmore do better jobs against receiver number ones compared
right.
to Rasul Douglas. I seen Rasul Douglas make a lot more plays,
Mm.
but I seen Stephon Gilmore stay more consistent against good competition than
Right,
him.
right,
So I would choose him. But the safety, I think that's going to like step up and be the leader of the safeties, and he going to like show his face is Ashton Davis.
okay, okay.
You know, he got a lot of experience. He fought to he has experience as well, but Ashton Davis, I think he gonna be out there hit sticking people. You
Okay.
know, he gonna play like a vet. But the guy I think that has the most upside is Ifatu. I think he could be a better safety than Ashton Davis, but I think Ashton Davis is more established right now.
Right, right.
Yeah, but Patrick Morris, he's like a wild card. I think he's gonna be able to make the team. The only thing about Patrick Morris is he gonna get playing time other than special teams.
Right, right.
Is he gonna get valuable reps out there with all the other DBs? I don't know yet, but based off the film that he showed last year, you think that he got a shot. You think so based off the safety room right now.
Mm.
The fact that the Dolphins did not address safety like that makes you think maybe there is some confidence with Patrick Morris and what he did last year.
Because that's a room, that's a full room. And good luck, Standy. Because I was sure enough, man. I was like, whoa, the name was right here on the frontal lobe, but I couldn't spit it out for a second. But
Mm-hmm.
if I had to choose who I think would arise like out this room, bro, and it's gonna be shocking to you, I say it's the guy who's already been in the scheme, bro. Now I'll go with Elijah Campbell.
Elijah Campbell.
Yeah, yeah. I think he still has more to show us, but I say it'd be him to rise from the dirt because he's already familiar with the scheme. And then second, I would go Ashton Davis.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, these are two first year guys. Makes
Hmm.
sense.
Hmm.
Makes
And I don't want
sense.
to see his face against Andy too. I seen enough of Jordan Poyer, man. That we got sold on a dream right there, bro.
I mean, we got him at the wrong time, man.
Yeah, later on, bro. We tend to do that, bro. We get these guys where they had household names, like even Jalen Ramsey, bro. Like I love Jalen. I think he's savvy. He could play, bro. But I done seen Jalen get burnt a couple times last year. I was like, whoa,
Mm-hmm.
whoa.
I mean, here's the thing. Here's how I compare the situations. Like us getting Jordan Poyer is like you getting that Honda Civic that got 120,000 miles on it. That's what it's like, bro. Uh, but Jalen Ramsey is like, okay, you got a little Infinity 300, but it still got like 80,000 miles. Like it's gonna get the
Right,
job done. It might mess up here or there, but it's a cool car.
right,
You
right,
know, so I view it as cars with mileage.
right, right.
So,
And,
and we
and
all know, like Jordan Poyer, he said he would. He said he was old enough to be on the Cleveland Browns when Mike McDaniel was there as an assistant.
see,
I'm
see.
like, I'm like, damn, you started playing in 1990s?
Bruh, the crazy thing is, I know bruh man ruptured his spleen, lacerated his shoulder, all type of stuff. So I know I wasn't expecting like the Jordan Poyer of old, but I just felt like bruh man was just out there running. He was just getting cardio in. Like at some point, I think he was making like towards the end of the season, bro. You could start to see certain players that are making business decisions. Like if you think about Javon Holland, right? Towards the end of the year, Brutman knew that like as a possibility I might not get paid. So
Yeah.
why put my neck and shoulder into this tackle when I might not be able to see that full payday if I get hurt right now. So I seen the
Boy,
business
that.
decision being made, bruh.
Yeah, bro, these boys, they all about the chicken man. I hate that, but I can't complain about that.
Right, right.
On top of that, now that you mentioned cornerback, um, Miami Dolphins, we signed New York Jet cornerback Kendall Sheffield, if I'm saying it correctly.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, you don't
That's
know?
his baby name.
Do you know anything about?
Nah, I feel like I heard the name, but
Mhm.
he's not a household name to me, and I feel like I'm more into corners that like to press up and get physical at the line. But I haven't seen the Dolphins have a cornerback like that in a long time. You know what I'm saying? I want a dog that's gonna get in your face. So if he's that type of guy, hopefully, I would love that. But
Mhm.
you can't play that style every down. But
I mean, the one thing about Kendall Sheffield that I do like, I get this signing like a B minus. They brought him in for a tryout, looking for a cornerback to fill in, and he ended up being that guy that impressed the Miami Dolphins. A very
okay,
fast cornerback. 5-star recruit coming out of high school.
okay,
You know,
Bama
committed to
kid.
Alabama, Bama kid. You know, 5-star, ranked number 20 in the nation, 31. So he always had the potential, but when he just got to the NFL, he hasn't really lived up to what we
Mm,
thought what he could have been,
mm,
but he still got like that speed that you want cornerback, the size, he could really work on that. But I think he gonna be a decent guy. He could play the outside. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe he got better.
yeah.
Maybe he got
You know what's
worse. But
crazy,
we
bro?
gonna see.
Now I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
A year or two ago, we were so high on Cam Smith, bro. What happened to bro?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I know I seen him get beat on one double move, bro, and I ain't see him ever again. What happened to bro?
Bro, I don't know, man.
Oh,
I don't know.
man.
I don't think this means that Cam Smith he's done.
But what they gonna
But I just think that,
where they
huh?
gonna find room for him if he getting beat on double moves consistently? Where they gonna find room for him? Hopefully he gonna have to show up, show out in this training camp because I know the two people already got headed to the crib is Channing Tindall and him. We ain't been able to shake Eichenberg yet because Eichenberg's still versatile, but them two right there
Mm-hmm.
gotta go.
We gonna see, bro. There's only 53 roster spots,
Right.
so there gonna be people gone for sure on this roster right now.
I haven't heard one
So
mention.
like that's why I don't take this roster too serious. But at the same time, it's you could tell by the signings who the team brings in, who that's gonna make the team in regards to what holds for the future. Right now with the cornerbacks, nobody's spot is promised other than the guy that we just drafted, Jason Marshall,
Mm.
and Trader. Those two. Everybody else, they could be gone by the middle of the season. Even Cater, even Cam. There's no stability there, so it seems like they're doing a committee with the cornerbacks to see who's gonna come out and be the best cornerback. That's what
We
it
got
seems like.
Storm Duck. We got Ethan Bonner. We got a
Yeah,
lot. These rooms is filled. Somebody got to pop up out the dirt, man.
that's what I'm
Somebody.
saying.
Cause I know Ethan Bonner run fast, but what the cover skills look like?
Yeah, it seems like like every time they talk about coverage with Ethan, you don't hear nobody say anything, bro.
That's a track guy, man. They got him off the track field. That's crazy.
Most definitely, bro. What's the best compliment our team could give Ethan?
Shoot,
He's
faster,
faster than
faster than
Tyreek.
Tyreek. I don't know what that means anymore. Like,
At first, I love when they said that. I was like, oh wow, okay, what boy? Okay, I
hmm
see you. But now it's like, okay, what else?
right.
Okay, he's faster. What else can he
When
do?
I heard that, bro, I said, "Oh man, we got the white chocolate Witherspoon out there, man. Well, I was thinking of like so much like potential. I was thinking like, okay, we put Storm on one side, we got him on the other side. You know, if something happened to Ramsey or something like that, then we got Cater on the slide. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody could at least take that spot of Nick Needham. You know what I'm saying? Just do some, just do enough to just, you know what I'm saying, hold us down for a game or two.
Bro, I don't see Ethan Bonner ever being able to guard Justin
No,
Jefferson,
no, no.
Jamar Chase. I don't think that's gonna
I'm
ever
telling you,
happen,
we
bro.
got all the cornerbacks that's fast, but can't turn their hips. As soon as that double move happen,
Mm.
bro, they be lost. So you gotta find somebody a map out there, man.
But like right now, based off the status of the Dolphins, right now, what we gotta focus on is all the DBs working together
Mm,
instead of us having a cornerback that could lock on this side, a cornerback that could lock down that side. We need to come up with a defense as to where all the cornerbacks could work off of each other and work in unison. Instead of like apart. We could have done that if we still had Jalen Ramsey, but since he out the door, now you gotta work together. It's kind of like when you're in a group project. Not not everybody is good at a certain thing, so y'all all come together. So there's no weaknesses because you're good at
right.
this, you're good at that. So we gotta use our DBs in that way to see how we could best formulate this defense instead of putting our cornerbacks in a bad spot. So I think that's what's gonna happen with our DBs this year.
Okay, okay.
But we gonna see if they hold up and they're working hard enough. I seen Cater Cole, who I'm gonna show you. He been doing some boxing.
Yeah, that's
Let me
good for
see
cardio. You know what I'm saying? Good for cardio.
Instagram.
See, the thing is though, too, DG, I feel like, all the workout and training, everything looks good. Everybody look good doing these workout and training. And then as soon as they get on the pads, it's like, you like, what happened, bro? What happened?
Look again. What? But no, Cater. He hitting
Okay,
though.
okay. Cause I mean, I like Cater. I like
Ca-
Cater. That's one of the best things Chris Greer done found in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Greer. He think he this, but the things that Chris Greer can hang his hat on is not nothing to hang his hat on for. Like it was a good find getting him as an undrafted free agent, but you're not going to win Super Bowls
Exactly.
just based off of continuously finding undrafted free agents.
I'll tell you this, Chris Greer needs to write a book, bro, on how to keep a job, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This dude,
I mean, like one time I think somebody asked him, what you call it, what's the best draft picks or the not the draft the best draft picks that you ever selected as a Miami Dolphin? He brought up Cater Cole, Tua. I mean that's your resume. All right, you're happy about that, but ask other people about their
hmm
resumes. You're gonna see who they
hmm
got.